Welcome back everyone to the reforming of the true Rome, and as promised we will take actual Rome. First up, I want the entire duchy. Now I actually did already conquer all of this yesterday, and then I came to the conclusion that I didn't clean out my drive, which resulted, unfortunately, in the loss of that video. The good news is that I did actually manage to conquer the entire region, and we did capture Rome and Latium without too much trouble. The bad news is that we didn't have that, so I had to fall back to a previous save game and do it all over again. On another note, I just bought a new mouse. It is Wednesday, finally, so it is my day off, and I managed to go get the new mouse. It's awesome. It actually works. So there should be less misclicking, although it will take a little while to get used of the exact sensitivity of this. Shouldn't be a problem though, it's only going to be a matter of days. And even more good news, to prevent the problem that we had yesterday, where we lose some footage and have to restart it all, the problem was that my SSD drive was full. So I was simply unable to add more to the SSD drive. That was the only issue. Other than that, all was dandy. So I bought a new SSD drive, an identical one to the previous, that gives me two 250GB SSD drives, which I then added to one large one large RAID volume. It's not the mirror, it's the other one, the linear, which results in a massive speed boost. So yeah, faster PC, faster videos, less data loss. What more could a man wish for? Well, plenty I suppose, but still. So, we can now continue to record videos, even though we shouldn't. It's not really a good idea, I think, to record a video while also playing, but then again, that's not really a big problem, is it? We have the CPU power, we have the memory to do so. An i7 with 4 cores and 16GB of memory available should be enough to get all of the work done. So let's hope that it actually is. And I also changed my video cable, but you guys won't notice that. Unless of course you were to come here and actually watch my screen, but fortunately you do not have to watch this little tiny crappy thing that I still have not been able to replace with something worthwhile. Also, after this war we can rebuild the pontificate, become the leader of our fate. Okay, so my tactics yesterday were to split up and besiege several cities at the same time, which actually worked very well. So we will repeat that. Let them combine their own forces, we will continue to besiege them, and if they attempt to counterattack us, then we will destroy them. In the meantime, before I forget, I actually do need to get rid of my own fleet. Good. Prefect Constas, yes, Constas, sends word that several members of the Varangian Guard ran amok in his quarter of Constantinople yesterday. In their drunken stupor, the Norsemen set fire to an inn, killed 3 guards, and physically abused 5 local merchants and 2 priests. The people are crying out for justice. Make an example of them. Such behavior is not tolerated in a true Rome. La 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 la. Rome itself has almost been besieged. We got a nice army here, don't we? Rome has successfully been besieged, and we have enough money to continue this for quite some time. So we shall. We have 1,000 men over there. We don't need that part, that's not really going to give us that much score. But if they manage to take our cities, that's going to give them a lot of score, because we are the attackers. So we'll make sure that they do not capture this city. And they're going to the place we wanted to besiege anyway, so very good. Good. You will lose your sack. You will never make any kids. That is the punishment for fighting against Rome. Considering you all live in Rome, you're all my subjects, even if you recognize it or not. And I will reclaim my land, even if it takes me my entire life, which will probably be the case. Financially, we're still doing okay, although we could definitely use more money. So these sieges better be quick, so that we get some loot from them. That will hopefully keep our war effort going. You inherited the Aegean Isles, and you're a hunchback. Your brother is not. Now, I'm not sure if I actually should have made him a king. At least I doubted it, but because that is already de jure part of our empire, I should have, in retrospect. We should first create the kingdoms within our own land, because they will also have our own laws, and that will give us time to keep the other kingdoms which are not part de jure of the Byzantine Empire, to give them the time to assimilate into our empire. He gained the honest threat. Good. Now, as long as my son isn't a deceit, that's actually a good thing. That siege gave us quite a lot of money. My son, Michael. Good, he's an ambitious little brat. Very well. And his wife, or future wife, seems to be very well educated so far, which is nice. I always like well-educated wives. Although I don't really care too much about my daughters, as you probably have already noticed. My daughters are just a tool to an end. My sons are what will spread my seed. No, we should still continue out that way. They will be there the 29th, and we will be there the 3rd of September. Now we will head on. Good, very good. 2 new prisoners, and they're both worth money. Although we have to wait until we can actually claim the money. We're gonna be chasing these guys down the length of Sicily, I suppose. It's like the rebels of Spartacus. They were also driven down the entire length. The adherents of the Ibadi faith have steadily dwindled to the point where Cariali believers are the majority. This new state of affairs has reduced the Ibadi faith to a de facto heresy. All former Ibadi holy orders are now Carialite. Whatever that's supposed to be. I have no idea what those religions actually are. The province of Achaia has been inherited by him. And he's our religion, so it's okay. The siege of Assisi completed with great success. This army really is just chasing them all around the world. The iconoclast has emerged in Hellas. That's not good. That's going to increase revolt chances significantly. They will need backup. And they will get their backup. The Pope wants peace. We can agree with that. And we can also agree with the advancement into the other guy's territory, I suppose. We will no longer require a fleet. And we will make Rome our capital. Oh wait, what was that? I didn't read that, and I should have. I really should have. Okay, we need a new quaestor, and for the moment you seem to be the most suitable one. You may go to there, you may go to there, and you may convert Rome. Good. The war is over. So we can send these guys home, these guys, and these guys. We will give out these places, and if I'm not mistaken, Tusculum is still ours. Good. Very good. We can have her educated, and we will make use of that. Yeah, why not? Buy the guy from Trebizond. We will also create this duchy title, although you didn't really need to do that. We will also give away those counties as we move towards different locations. Rome is once again the capital of Rome. 44 years old, you don't reach our expectations. Adrianopolis is the de jure capital of that duchy. And you can be his friend in Philippolis. That's actually the place where the Macedonian king Philips built his city, which is why it is called like that, Philippolis, the polis of Philip. In case you guys ever wondered. Many of these places are like that. If there is in a Greek place, if polis is behind the name, polis actually means city. So by that they mean the city of. So Constantinople becomes the city of Constantine. Before that it was actually Byzantium. So Constantine did not found the city of Constantinople. He just renamed it. Okay. You may go there. Samos. That's okay. Although, he is much better at his job. We'll choose him. For political reasons. The quaestor. It may be you. For political reasons. And then someone to convert most of these places. Who hates us the most? The guy from Samos. He hates us with a vengeance. I didn't know we actually had that duchy. But now we do. Okay. If we ignore him, that seems to be best actually. Yeah, it's best. Okay, with you. You have a vassal which you should not have. But he is not your vassal, he's a vassal of a vassal. That sort of complicates matters. Now, why do they hate us so much? Oh yes, the raised levies. Does make sense, doesn't it? The legatus of Cherson. Oh, I hate that guy. Why do I even have a county over there? It's not even the Roman Empire. Nonetheless, we will still restore the pontificate. The return of the pontificate maxima. Actually, it never left. The only thing that happened was the Pope in Rome, the Bishop of Rome, claiming that he took over that title. After an interlude lasting a few centuries following the adoption of Christianity in Rome, Hellenism has returned as the state religion of the Byzantine Empire, and Pontifex Maximus Shorun has ordered the reinstitution of the Collegium Pontificum. The Pontificate Maxima will serve as the highest religious authority in the Hellenic world, with powers ranging from the blessing of future military expeditions to the nomination of Vestaltes and Flamins, whatever those things might be. I cannot make them into any of that. Nope. Nope. I cannot. See? But my vassals will hopefully start popping up with these things. Okay, this looks good enough. We can now declare Great Holy Wars, which will hopefully also have an impact. But for now, we cannot do that much here yet. Oh yeah, sure, she would be a good one. She is lisp, but I'll agree to it. I can find someone better. She's... No, I'm not going to put her in service to the gods. She could. She is angry, but we can live with that. East Francia, we cannot declare war with that guy because he has too many friends. And we can't get enough fleets from that. So for a while, the fleet of the King of Sicily will have to carry our army. Thessalia converted. Good. Oh, she would be a great one. But she will not go into service of the gods. What do we attack now? We could take almost all of Jerusalem in a single war. we could take all of Bulgaria in a single war. That would break his power. I think we will go for Bulgaria first. Either way, my precious fans, we have retaken Rome. It is once again part of our kingdom. We will rename this place to Shorinpolis because it is now our polis, and military organization will be increased, and heavy infantry because they're quite important. Other than that, yeah, we're okay. The pagan faith considers this a holy site? Yeah, no shit, so do I. The question is, if my faith marks it as a holy site, then how come it's not properly marked? Anyway, that's all a matter for a different day. Today was a good day. We have reconquered the Eternal City, and it will probably take a while before we can reconquer anything else in this region. So we will focus ourselves on the old heartlands of the Empire, and then when that is done, to the east. I bid you good night, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.